Hi guys, in today's video I'm going to show you how to transform a builder grade door into a custom beautiful faux wood door, just like this. Let's go. As you can see, we started with a very white plain door, just with a primer from the factory that it comes with. And so my initial plan was just painted a regular white semi-gloss paint. And as I started to do that, I realized that this door actually needed something a little bit different. And so I decided to do my faux wood effect that you see right there. And I'm going to show you in this tutorial. I had seen this door similar to it at the Home Depot, and it was running about $480. But I'm going to show you how to do it for way less. I started by taping off the front of the door and then also inside around the window pane. Later on you'll see that I changed my plan, but for now that's what I did. Then as you can see, I had left that paint, well that's the stain actually, Special Walnut. I had left it and it was dried, but it's best if you work with fresh paint. What I did there is I just used that as background and I just kept adding more paint and stain. Okay, so basically what we're gonna be doing is blending two paints, or in my case I had a paint and a stain. And as you can see there, I just barely dab my brush into the paints. In this case the white paint, and I'm gonna be blending that little bit into the door right there with the other color. When I see that I need more of my stain color or the darker color, I'm gonna be also dabbing only the paint into the brush into the paint and just grabbing ever so slightly. So I have to start, you have to start with a dry brushes, and just dabbing the paint, and then you're gonna be blending in long strokes, loose strokes, the paint into each other, just doing a blending technique. And you're gonna be doing that, repeating until you get to your desired color and your desired texture and just the look that you're looking for. In my case, I was looking for this rustic, distressed look, and that's what you see right there. When we're doing this technique, we have to think of what a natural wood door would look like. It has vertical panels with the wood grain going vertically, and it has horizontal panels with the wood grain going horizontally. So think about that, or take a picture or look at a picture and get that as your example. But we're basically going in with a vertical panel right here, and I'm doing long brush strokes, very light brush strokes at the same time. That way you can barely see the paintbrush bristles going on the door, and that's creating your effect at the same time. If you ever load too much paint, you can just unload it on the lid, or you can have a piece of cardboard that you can use as well. But the main thing is using very minimal paint and doing your light brush strokes and long brush strokes. Another thing I wanted to mention is that once I'm done with one of the panels, for example here the vertical, I would let it dry completely, and then I would start the horizontal panel. And one thing that you could do too is let it dry completely and then tape off your vertical panel, and that way at the place where both panels meet, you don't have to worry about working with your horizontal panel and messing the finish that you already did on the vertical. I didn't do that. I was able to work very carefully one on that point, but if you're not too comfortable, go ahead and tape it off, and that way you don't have to worry about anything. Also remember that it's good to work in blocks, and it's okay to go back to the other spots you already finished to retouch so that everything looks cohesive. Okay guys, so here's the finished door with the distressed effect. It looks way darker from the color that it actually is. I'm still gonna be putting a top clear coat and taking off that masking tape and then cleaning up that as well. And I wanted to show you real quickly here that all these parts here from the knob and the lock were dirty with the paint, but this only takes, I grabbed one of these Clorox wipes. All you have to do is kind of like clean it up a little bit with the Clorox wipe, or just like a soapy wipe, and go over all around it, and it'll clean off right away. And after stepping back and looking at the door, I had already cleaned off the window pane, and it was like reveal day for it. I just stepped back and I didn't like the finish of the window pane in white. And as you can see here, I did not sand. So this is a product of not sanding and prepping your surface before you paint something like this, and it's just peeling off. So now I'm gonna be taking off as much as possible there, and then I'm gonna start doing the sanding, and then I'll do the wood effect. I sanded really good all over the spots where it was flaking off really badly, and then I just did a general sanding all around the window pane to prepare the area for the faux wood effect. I started off taping off one of the window panes, but I thought it was too much work, so let me show you what I did instead. Here's a trick when you're painting trim and it has all those little divisions. What I did is I just painted right over and didn't care about the going over the glass here, because I am going to be using this little razor here, and I'll show you how to clean it up. What you have to go is kind of like be careful and score all along the line. This will help the paint kind of like take off from the glass, and also on the other side right here. Then you're gonna run your blade all along where the paint is underneath, and as you can see, the paint is coming off right there. And make sure that your paint is completely dry, otherwise it's not gonna work. It lifts up the whole thing to where, well, it's kind of sticky because it's paint, but I gotta go. I didn't go all the way to the edge, so here you can see that it just falls right off. And the razor has to go kind of like laying. It doesn't have to go straight like this. It has to go a little bit at an angle, almost laying on the glass, where you can make contact and kind of like swoop out all that. And we're back to painting the window pane in the faux wood effect. You're not gonna believe it, but I did an Instagram poll on if people liked it or not with the white window pane, and a lot of people said yes. Actually, the majority of the people who voted said yes. But in person, it did not look good. It just kind of like looked off. So I decided to do the faux wood effect there, and it made such a difference. I'm just gonna take off the tape. First I'll do the polyurethane, which is the clear coat, so that it is sealed and it won't peel or anything like that. And we should be done, and There you go guys, it's all finished and I couldn't be happier with the results. If you have questions about the products that I've used, I'm gonna leave links in the description below so you can check them out. And please remember to like and subscribe for more videos. I have so much more to share. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next time, bye.